All you can do as a member or a passenger on their journey is embrace and support. You cannot help those. Thank you. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aaron Ballantyne, and you're watching Life According to Aaron. Today's a good day to be alive, isn't it? Today's a good day to be alive. Alright, so today's video is going to be about, well, essentially, you can't help others who don't want to help themselves, right? Now, if you're like me, you're the kind of person who likes when everybody around him is leveling up, doing well, achieving their goals, right? I want the same for my life. I want the same people who tell me they want greatness and they want to achieve this and that, and they want certain things out of life. I want to see them get that, right? And it's a statement for yourself, isn't it? Where if you can't help those around you, how can you expect to help other people, right? Wrong. You cannot help people who don't want to help themselves, who don't want and who don't want to level up in life themselves. For example, let's use the story of the horse. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. How you know whether or not someone actually wants what they say they want is by their actions and habits. So you can want the best for someone, but if it is that they don't demonstrate that they want that for themselves, then it won't happen. You won't get it. And the thing about it is, we should not, as people who would want the best for those around us, we should not project what we consider their best self on them, because our idea of their best self and their idea of their best self can be two totally different things. So as much as we would want them to be this version of themselves, they for themselves might want a completely different version, and you as their friend or their supporter have to be mindful of that and embrace it and support it, because it is who they are. It is a part of who they are. If their actions show that they are this kind of person, then take it. It is your decision. It is your responsibility whether to support who they really are, who they show you they are, or to not. But you shouldn't bear any resentment or ill will towards people when they show you who they are. You can wish the best for them, you can want the best for them, but ultimately their decisions, their habits, and what they choose to do or how they choose to go about acquiring their best version of themselves is on them, not on you. It is up to you whether or not you support their decision, but you cannot force them, and you shouldn't force them, because it is their responsibility to achieve their dreams. It is their responsibility to go after their goals and aspirations, right? All you can do as a member or a passenger on their journey is embrace and support. You cannot help those, thank you, you cannot help those who don't want to help themselves. You can support them, you can help them with the resources, you can pass on information that would be helpful to them, you can do all of that, but you cannot pull them, you cannot force them just because it is what you would want for them. Your idea of their best self could be completely different from their idea of their own best self. All you can do is support them along that journey. All you can do is offer advice, support, information, resources, help them network in their own way, allow them to achieve their perception of their best self. Don't project what you have for them just because they're in your circle. As nice as it would be for everyone to be at a particular level and everybody taking trips and vacations and spending this kind of money and getting this kind of real estate and acquiring these kind of assets, that's not everybody's aim in life. And you have to decide whether or not those people will remain in your circle, even if it is that they don't exude the same kind of energy that you have, if it is that they don't have the same kind of aspirations in their lives. Are they still considered a part of your circle? Are they still considered a part of your family? All of those things. If it is that they don't want to achieve the kind of greatness that you have for yourself, you have to be mindful of that. Everybody is different, and just because you're achieving different levels in life, it doesn't mean that the people in your circle right now are any less deserving of being in it. But you have to be mindful of the kind of people that you surround yourself with, the kind of people who are contributing to you leveling up in life. Is it a case where you're going to stop being friends or stop being close to the people who are currently in your circle because they don't want to achieve a different level of success? Suppose they're already content and comfortable where they are now. Are they going to get left behind? You have to think about that. And I had to be mindful as well where this particular thing is concerned, because a friend of mine's character is different from the aspirations, in the sense that my personal experience was that I had a friend who he did not relate to my idea of being successful. His idea of being successful is totally different from my own, but we are still friends, and he's still a very involved member of my inner circle. Reason being, I cannot prejudice or I should not prejudice or hold any resentment against him because he wants this for himself. It is his level of fulfillment, his level of contentment, his purpose as he's living it, that this is where he ought to be, this is where he belongs. And it is not for me to say that this is not what he should be doing, because no one knows that better than him and God. So it falls on me, and if you can relate, it falls on you as well, to decide whether or not character from a person means more than what you envision for themselves. It is up to you. But at the end of the day, if you're to leave this video with anything, it is that people show you who they are, right? And your decision to keep them in your circle, regardless of what level of success or greatness they hope to achieve or attain for themselves, is up to you. It is your decision. But my advice would be not to discount them if it is that is the case, because if they're a part of your circle now and you're leveling up, they're a part of your circle for a reason. Either they were helping you, or they were just the kind of person that demonstrated the kind of character that was beneficial to you as an individual. Don't discount it. Bring them, say that you would want this, bring them to the water, say that you would want this for them, that this is what you envision. Share it with them, because it might encourage them to, yeah man, if you believe in me, I definitely can do that, because it can have that effect on them. But if ultimately they choose not to pursue that level of greatness, or their idea of greatness is different from yours, be prepared to accept it, and more so to embrace and support it, because their idea, their thought, their perception of themselves, really, if it is that they are genuinely good and their character is good, it does not, their decision not to pursue a different stage in life or level in life should not diminish from the person that they've proven themselves to be, or that they are. All right, that's it for the video, guys. Be sure to do all of the good stuff: like, share, subscribe, especially share. This one in particular, I'd like you to share with other people, because we need that reminder that as much as we want the best for people, one or idea of the best might not be their idea of the best. And again, we cannot force them. We should not force them. We should just accept people for who they are. All right, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.